Is the VA buyer a weak buyer? Find out on our next episode where we bust myths regarding VA loans. Hey there, Carlos Scarpero here, VA mortgage specialist with Ross Mortgage. Today I want to dispel some myths regarding the VA mortgage loan program. I've really been shocked and surprised and upset about the misguided information that's in our market regarding the VA loan program. As I've gotten more into VA loans, I've just seen so many misconceptions and myths and just outright lies that are out there about VA loans. It's a great program. It really is. For the veteran that qualifies, 99% of the time, if they can get into that VA loan program, it's the best option for them. Keep that in mind. And one of the problems that I've seen is that realtors are spreading lies and misinformation, and not purposely. It's just they just don't know any better. So realtors, I'm picking on you a little bit, but at the same time, you're being misinformed. And so I'm trying to dispel some of these myths right now. One of the big ones that I've seen in the marketplace, in this market, and from what I've seen all around the country that's happening in other markets as well, is this myth that the VA buyer is a weak buyer. In other words, because they're doing zero down, that there's somehow something wrong with them. Well, first of all, veterans earn this benefit. They're entitled to this benefit. That word entitlement has gotten such a negative connotation these days due to certain generations doing things that may or may not be true. That's a whole different story. But the true meaning of entitlement is entitled to something. And the veterans out there, you are entitled, if you're a veteran watching this, you are entitled to have the VA loan program, and you should use your VA benefit that you've earned through your blood, sweat, and tears, possibly bullets, possibly other things, possibly injuries, possibly seeing death and destruction and all kinds of nasty things. You know, we thank you for your service, and you have earned this entitlement. So I want you to take advantage of it. And so I want to dispel some myths of the VA mortgage program. So I have this slide deck here, and this is part of a presentation we normally do. And I'm just going to read this off and let you know about these. So the first one is FICO score. So for those of you who don't know, the FICO score is your credit score. And anything over a 700 is considered a good score. So typically, a buyer that's between 500 and 600 is kind of like, whatever, typically can't do anything. Under 500, forget it, you're basically a deadbeat at that point. Between 6 and 7 is considered kind of fair credit. You can get an FHA loan with that. You're going to pay out the nose rate-wise, but you can get a loan for that. 700 above is considered a credit, good credit, that you can do VA loans all day, you can do conventional loans all day, you can do 3K loans all day, you can do any type of loan all day. And so I want to explain this a little bit before I talk about average credit scores, because it wouldn't make sense until I explain this. Average credit score for the veteran borrower as of 2017, the last date we have available. We've not seen 2018 stats yet, so last date I have available is 2017, which is close enough. So the average, excuse me, the average FICO score for the year 2017 was 741. Does that sound like a deadbeat buyer to you? 741? That's a great score. It means they have good credit. That's the median FICO score in 2017, 741. That is a great credit score. That actually is above the national average. I think it's around 702 or so. Median liquid assets. You think, oh, maybe these veteran buyers are just broke, they don't have any money. Wrong. Median liquid assets means cash in the bank, IRA, 401k, checking savings, etc. Median was $17,032. $17,032. That sound like a deadbeat buyer to you? That sound like a weak buyer to you? Absolutely not. This is a buyer that could go conventional but doesn't need to, and has chosen not to, and doesn't. They deserve their VA benefit. They've earned it. Average loan amount for VA loans, $259,687. Higher than other loan types, by the way. Higher in conventional, higher in FHA. It's a really, actually, I think it's the highest of all the different loan types, because they're zero down, so you don't have to worry about a lot of money at the table. You always have to worry about payments and that type of thing. So $259,687, that's a very strong buyer. Here's what was really interesting. People assume that because you're using your VA home loan, that just because there's not a down payment due, that people aren't putting money down. That's actually not true. According to the VA in 2017, 29% of all veterans actually made a down payment last year in 2017. 29%. And why is that? It's because there's something called a funding fee. And that's a whole topic for another video, but a funding fee is an insurance fee that insures the lender in case there's a foreclosure. And the less money you put down, the higher that funding fee is. And so several veterans figured out that, hey, if I put some money down, even a little bit of money down, then I can save on that funding fee. Just like anybody else, they want to save money. Surprise, surprise. So 29% actually put money down. Think about that. Does that sound like a weak buyer to you? I don't think so. Definitely not. Other interesting statistics about the VA buyer. 83% of veterans actually use their VA benefit after they completed service. What we're finding all around the country, I've seen this here in Dayton, and people in other cities have told me the same thing, that oftentimes when the veteran is on active duty, they're too busy moving around doing their service to actually settle down. But once they decide to leave the service and do something else, that's when oftentimes like, okay, here's the home base, here's the base of operations where we're going to settle down and pursue our family from there. 29% of veterans 25 and older have a bachelor's degree, and that's actually the exact same as the equivalent population, 29%. And the reason for that is veterans have the GI Bill. They don't have to pay for school. So it's great. They don't graduate student loans like everybody else, which is insane for the rest of us. So, and the veterans have this reputation of, oh, it's an alternative. People that can't make it in college go into the military. And maybe 40 or 50 or 60 years ago, that's probably true. That's not true these days. That's definitely not. Median household income for veterans, I thought that was really interesting. $73,769. $73,769. That sound like a weak buyer to you? I don't think so. That sounds like a very strong buyer. Yeah, for those of the realtors out there, would you love to work with someone that made $73,679 last year, $769 last year? I certainly would. That's a strong buyer. That's someone that's got some money on the table. That's someone's going to buy a nice house and get us all really nice commissions. So don't discriminate against those veterans because they've got money. They really do. Median household income for everybody else, civilians, $55,775. So the veteran was close to $20,000 more than the rest of us. And I think a lot of that is because a lot of them are getting disability, and you have those disability payments plus payment on a job or retirement income. That can add up to significant income that's on top of their civilian income. Oftentimes they're also promoted into management, someone that was in the service and was a leader of a brigade or a troop or whatever, then that would cause them to get promoted faster, as you might expect. 10.1 million US veterans have a service-connected disability rating. And this goes back to that funding fee. If you have a disability rating, then there's no funding fee, period. If it's over 10%, which very vast majority have over 10%, pretty much everybody that has a disability rating has over 10%. But if your disability rating is over 10%, guess what? Your funding fee is waived, thanks to the VA. So use it. It makes a lot of sense. So I hope that clears up a few things for you. I'm here for you. I'd love to help you with any veteran-related questions you have. I'm here in the Dayton market. I know a lot of veterans in this market. I know a lot of the veteran organizations in this market. I can certainly help. My personal cell phone number is 937-572-3713. Feel free to call me anytime. My website is scarpero.com. That is SCARPERO.com. Feel free to visit my website. You'll see a lot of videos, a lot of articles, all sorts of other things that are veteran related. Look forward to working with you. And I hope this helped you. Thank you.